The living entity is sent to the material world because he is envious of the Lord. Wouldn't it be perfect if the Lord did not even give the freedom or option of envy to the living entity at all? There would be no chance of suffering at all and only love between the living entity and the Lord. Wow, what a wonderful situation. There is no question of your falling down. You don't fall down at all. No material world. You are always in the spiritual world. No need of material world. No need of anything. Okay, that may be an option we can consider. Now, if you take this, if you take an example from the material world, you all know how in Andhra, they are building a new capital for the city, Amaravati. Initially, Amaravati is supposed to be built. Later, the government changed. They wanted to shift the capital somewhere else. They were talking of Vijayawada or Visakhapatnam or something like that. Now, new government has again come. Now, they are saying, no, we'll go back to Amaravati. Now, whenever the government plans a new city, or forget a new city, even if the government is planning a new layout, a township, suppose there is a 500-acre township being planned. Now, even private parties can develop townships like this, 500 acres, 400 acres, 200 acres, etc. Isn't it? In Vrindavan also, there is one Sun City developers. They are making an 800-acre township. Now, if you look at the development authority who approves these plans to develop these townships, they'll have various norms. If it is 50-acre, these are the norms. If it is a 50-acre property you are developing, then you have to have one school, you have to have one college also, and you have to have one clinic. Some norms like that will be there. You go to a little higher, 100 acres, then you have to have a full-fledged hospital also. You go to 200 acres, they will say you have to have a university also. School should be there, college should be there, university should be there, hospital should be there. And one post office also should be there. You go even higher than that. Say 250 acres, 300 acres you go. They will say all of these should be there and you should have a police outpost also. And then you go higher than that, go to 500 acres. They will say you have to have a police station also. And finally, when you build a new city, if you are building a new city, the government will also plan one area for a district jail. Now you can say, why is the government planning for a jail here? You know, is the government planning that some people we have to train them to become criminals and put them in the jail? No. So why require a jail at all? Make the laws in such a way nobody is allowed to commit crime. Nobody should be allowed to commit crime. That's all. Ho gaya. Is it possible? Not possible, no. Because this is democracy. People are given freedom. Now, because it is democracy and because people have the freedom, therefore people are committing crime. So no more democracy, no more freedom. Everyone should be chained up and they should all do just what the government tells. That's all. No freedom. Then no crime, no. But is that what anyone will want? That's not what anybody wants. If you do that, there will be a rebellion, there will be a revolt, there will be a civil war, there will be an uprising and people will go against the government, they will overthrow the government. Why? Because you need freedom. Everybody wants freedom. That's the nature of the living entity. We want freedom to decide for ourselves. And if somebody, we want to decide for ourselves, we want to be given the freedom to decide for ourselves whether to follow the law or not. And if we transgress the law, put us into jail. That we all have agreed. That's why we are citizens of this country. We are happy that we are given an opportunity to freely do whatever we want. But if I commit a crime, I am ready that I'll have to go to jail. This is our own acceptance. Similarly, in the spiritual world also, Krishna wants loving devotional service. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. Krishna says, you give me a leaf, a fruit, a flower, glass of water, simple things only, not big things. But whatever you give, bhaktya, give it with devotion, give it with love. Now when we speak of love, love between two people can exist. when there is free will. If I am forced, if one boy and a girl are brought together, don't have any choice. You both have to love each other. That's all. Can they love each other? They'll say, what is this nonsense? Who are you to force me to love him or her? It is my choice. Whomever I want, I will. No, nothing doing. You have to love each other. There will be no love. Love can exist when there is free will. Therefore, Krishna, when he creates the living entities, Krishna has endowed the living entities with free will. The free will to either love Krishna or not to love him. Then only it is love. Otherwise, we will all become machines. We will become robots. You can make a robot such that you create a mass production factory where all the robots are made, humanoids. You make humanoids. Each of them will love a particular person. You program it and send it like that. Will you call that love? It may behave exactly, the humanoid may behave exactly like a girl who is in love with you. But then will you really get the rasa of love? No. Because it has no free will. It has been programmed like that. Similarly, if Krishna programs all the living entities such that they have no option other than to love him, then it is no more love. All of us will become humanoids. We will become machines. Krishna doesn't want machines. He wants love, real, true love. Therefore, Krishna gives us the free will, a minute free will, the free will to decide whether I want to love Krishna or not. Krishna has given it to us. That is Krishna's magnanimity. Krishna could have not created us at all. No, you and I could not have. Maybe, you imagine a situation where you and I never existed. Possible. I could have never existed. No, it is possible. You could have never existed. But what is the reality? You and I are existing. What a great thing it is. You and I are existing here. It's a very big thing. So why you and I are existing? Because Krishna has decided to give us an existence. Krishna could have decided why these people are required, let them not exist. We would not have existed at all. There would have no living entities other than Krishna. But no, Krishna has so mercifully, so lovingly, he has created us. Just like man and a wife come together, man and a woman come together, and they get married, husband and wife. Now it is their choice whether they want to give birth to children or not. If they don't want, they need not give birth to children. But then, when a man and a woman get married, it is natural that they feel we also should have children. It is natural because they want to share their love with more people. Man and woman are loving each other. They want, let us have children and let us shower our love upon the children also. And that is why they give birth to children. Generally speaking, today's world, of course, all sorts of things happen. But generally speaking, by choice, the parents give birth to children because they want to share their love. And when the children are born, they'll so lovingly rear them. Similarly, Krishna also gave birth to us lovingly because he wanted to exchange a loving relationship with us. Now the parents give birth to the children. The children have free will. They are under no obligation that they have to serve the parents when they grow up. They can leave the parents, abandon them and go away. It will give pain to the parents. But the parents will never lock up the children and say, you cannot go anywhere at all. You have to be here. Your only choice in life is you have to be with me and you have to serve us lovingly. It doesn't work like that, no. Children means they give them a lot of freedom. They give them the freedom to be with them or not be with them. If the children choose voluntarily to be with the parents and serve them, parents feel very happy. Such a loving child I have. If the child chooses to go away, that's the child's choice. The parents will feel painful, but they will say, okay, our child, he wants to be independent, let him be happy. Similarly, Krishna also, he created us with the desire to share a loving relationship with us. And therefore, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Aham bija pradah pita sarva yonishu kaunteya. I am the seed-giving father, Krishna is saying. If your own father comes and tells, my dear son, I am your father, you are my son. If he says, he will say it so lovingly, isn't it? So the father feels, I am the father of this person. out of love and affection. If that love is not there, he will say, hey, get lost here. Some fellow, dirty fellow, somehow you got born. I never wanted you to be born. Somehow you should get out of here. Then he will not acknowledge you as his son or that he is your father. So if a person comes and says to others, see, this is my son, I am his father. Why he says that? Because there is a lot of love in his heart for his child. Similarly, Krishna is saying, Aham bija pradah pita sarva yonushu kaunteya, O Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, Arjuna. All living entities are my children. I am the father of all the living entities. So how much love Krishna is having? All my children, O Arjuna, all living entities, I am the father of all the living entities. Krishna is saying. He is saying it with a lot of love and affection. So Krishna has created us, being the Supreme Father, with the idea of exchanging a loving relationship with us. Just like a father and mother give birth to a child with the intention that when the child is born, we will lovingly take care of him. We will have one more person in our family with whom we can share our love. Similarly, Krishna creates Eko Bahusyam. Krishna was the only person existing, but he became many. He expanded himself into all the living entities. Why? Anandamayo Abhyasa, to exchange loving relationship with all of us. And if loving relationship has to be exchanged, there has to be free will. And when the free will is there, there is always the chance of misusing, which we all have done, which is why we are here. Understand? But then Krishna's love is not affected by our rejection of him. And that is why, although we have rejected him and come, Krishna has not rejected us. That is why Krishna sends his representatives, the gurus, the acharyas. They come telling us that Krishna wants you to go back to Godhead. Krishna wants you to surrender to him and revive your relationship with him. All the acharyas, Ramadacharya, Madhvacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, the Shad Goswamis, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, our Prabhupada, all of them have come asking us to revive our relationship with Krishna and go back to him. Not only does Krishna send the acharyas, Krishna comes in his various incarnations. Lord Ramachandra, Narasimha, Parashurama, so many incarnations. Why does Krishna take? To come and tell us, come back. Don't rot in this miserable material world. Come back to my spiritual world. Krishna comes to canvas in his various incarnations. Not only various incarnations, Krishna personally also comes. And Krishna not only personally comes, Krishna also leaves behind Vedic scriptures. The Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavatam, all the Vedas, Upanishads, all these, why Krishna gives us? So that we can study them, we can learn them, and we can revive our original relationship with Krishna. So all this, why Krishna does so many things, and not only that, Krishna expands himself as Paramatma and accompanies each of us in all our births, waiting when will we turn towards him. Little inclination we show towards reviving our original relationship with him, Krishna will immediately send forth the teacher, the acharya. He will send forth the Vedic scriptures, and Krishna will personally come as himself or as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to teach us. So all this trouble, why Krishna is taking? Why should Krishna take so much trouble? It is because of Krishna's love for us. So you can see how loving Krishna is. And therefore, Krishna has created us for exchanging loving relationship with us. And the essence of love is the choice to love or not to love the person. And that faculty also Krishna has endowed us with. Otherwise, we could easily not have existed at all. But Krishna has created us, given us an identity, and given us the faculty of free will, so that we can love Krishna and we can exchange a wonderful, beautiful, happy, blissful relationship with him. Okay?